welcome back to rewatchers and YouTube watchers if I get to save this and put it on YouTube. I think that's the plan. So tonight we're gonna talk about if you're not sure your worth, then it will. Right, so tonight we're gonna talk about wellness. Hello and welcome to the live. Just trying to type tonight's topic. I would have advertised it earlier. With 3 times. I want to. The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. Hello, Jay. I just came on live. Hey. Let me try to pin tonight's topic. Ooh, I should have put Wellness Wednesday live, but tonight is the second. Well, soon I won't be able to count. Second Wellness Wednesday. Hello. Just came on. Since you're here, peeping at me, you could invite a few of your friends. So I'm currently about to do that. We're going to talk about wellness as a lifestyle choice. Since it's Wellness Wednesday over here, just inviting some people that may be online. I know we have other people online live right now, so I might not get the attention of everybody, but I know this live would be up after, hopefully, because if it is not in there. So I'm inviting a couple people. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. Hello. And welcome to tonight's Wellness Wednesday live. Just chilling on a Wednesday. I mean, there's so many things to do. And tonight, we're going to do a discussion. Listen, Wasa don't like me, you know. Anytime I go in live and I'm planning to do something like tonight, I was planning to do some smoothie prep, because you know it's important to prepare, like cut up your stuff and stuff, while I chit chat with you all, but we have no water and I want to cut up aloes, and again it happened again for the second time. I can't cut up aloes. I'm alright. I can't cut up aloes without no running water inside. Yeah, old school right about now. Yeah, so that's the scene. Welcome everyone. It's 4 of you inside. Feel free to share this Wellness Wednesday live with a couple of your friends. Tonight is just a chit chat night. Tonight is, well, of course, last week we had the challenge for the first Wellness Wednesday live, and I sweat. I was out of breath. It was shameful, although I wasn't shamed, but it was shameful. You all probably was shamed for me. Dying on 15 seconds of good night and welcome. I was dying on 15 seconds plank when I saw there's a new plank challenge. Sing while you're doing the plank. I don't know if you all saw it yet, where you literally have to sing songs while doing the plank, which is madness, because I could only this for me because I could only endure 30 seconds before bawling, you know. But I'll get there. Good night and welcome to my 6 live viewers. Tonight we're going to talk about wellness as a lifestyle choice. While you're here, again, I would say feel free to share this live with a couple of your friends, people you know might be into the discussion, would want to share and that kind of thing. Right? So I always a little prepared. Just a little. Today was a little scribbles because a lot of the things in my mind and in my heart now. Y'all could hear me good, right? You could connect because I just never know if my music too loud. Yeah. Yes. So of course, in any discussion, I have a layout in mind. I don't know if it's when we used to do English in school or whatnot, but the first thing is definition, basically to define. And when I pull up the word wellness, because we always using this word, everybody want to be well, everybody into wellness. The word songs, like something that you might be interested in, right? So according to my iPhone dictionary, because I didn't Google this, wellness is a state of being in good health, especially as an actively pursued goal. Again, wellness is a state of being in good health, especially as an actively pursued goal. So it's really simple. I just want to be in good health, and I wish good health for you guys as well. There's a scripture that says that, like that, right? There's a scripture like that. Yeah. Oh God, somebody, if you remember what that scripture is, wishing good health, you be in good health, even as I am also. Can't remember the scripture, but it is right there, So it's basically a state of being in good health. I want to be in good health. I want you guys to be in good health as well. But they say especially as an actively pursued goal. So if we really want to be healthy, we just can't continue saying, I want to be healthy, and not actively pursue it. So it's my goal here on Cupcake Deluxe across all platforms, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, here, and sometimes on Twitter, not as active as I would like to be there, to basically have everyone inspired to live healthy lives. Alright, just a sec. I have my little Vaseline here. So that I was like, I really wanted to do something active with you all. I'll definitely next month have some plans and stuff. Actually next week, if you all check out the schedule, I think next week is kitchen, something about the kitchen. So we'll see what we're gonna be doing in the kitchen next week. Anyway, so we all want to be well and we all want to be healthy, right? If you all were a part of the Love Squad Live last December, you know that my mind works a specific way in attacking any sort of topic, right? Or any sort of, not just any sort of topic, but something that you want to actually change, you want to implement in your life. The first point would be to think about it, right? So it's like a renewing of your mind. The small journey, let me I'll jot this down quick. Right. The journey that I would usually take in describing this wellness, adaptation of wellness to you is first, of course, you have to think about it. That is like the first thing. Think about it. Then you want to reflect on where you are at currently, whether it's your habits. Well, before you even reflect on where you're at, when you do that renewal of mind, it's sort of like thinking about where you're at and where you want to be in terms of your thoughts, in terms of your mindset. Because when it comes to wellness, there are so many people out there with so many different ways in which you could be well and healthy. So many different diets and lifestyles for people to adopt in order for them, to be healthy, right? And in other words, you really have to choose in your mind first. Hi, good night. Is it Bowen? Eon? Oh boy, I'm not good at names. Good night and welcome. Alright, we're talking about wellness tonight. It's my second Wellness Wednesday live. I plan to go live every Wednesday as far as I possibly can. And tonight we're just talking about wellness in general and getting to where it's a lifestyle choice rather than haphazard, where something happened to you and then you decide that you need to live healthily, You know, sorry about that, yo. Something happened to you, we wanted to make it more than that. So I would have defined what wellness is, and now I'm taking you on a little journey as to how I usually attack or tackle topics like this. Right, so the first thing, as I said before, was the renewal of your mind. You're looking at whatever it is your opinion is, what you think about something, and then you want to see if that is actually okay. You know what you should be thinking about it, like the mindset. Basically, you're checking a mindset to see if it is where if it is where you want it to be, right? And then after the mindset, because it all starts with your mind, you wanna reflect on your actions, because what you think about and what you want is supposed to actually reflect on what you're doing. So if you say, you know what, I want to eat healthy, you know, but what you're actually doing, you know, so you want to reflect on where you're actually at besides your mindset, because a lot of us think so many positive things that we want so many things, we want to achieve so many things, and we think positively, like, yeah, this is what I believe, this is what I, and that could be for just about any topic, right? But when it comes to wellness, we always say, yeah, I want to be healthy, or I generally eat healthy, but what you actually do, like, so you renew your mind, you come to that thinking that you need to have, you know, we ain't even discussing exactly what you should be. I'm not discussing what you should be doing. I just attacking the topic of wellness in general. Right? So after you reflect on your life, the next thing is to create a plan. Because you just can't become well all of a sudden. Right? I'm a kind of shotgun. The shotgun is even no. The word no for now change. That is the kind of person I am. Like if I really want to change something, I change it now for now. But sometimes, or most times, it's important to have sort of a strategy in going forward in any sort of change or any sort of lifestyle change. But when it comes to health, you had to slow down a little bit. You had to slow down and back up a little bit and think about what is going on around you, your availability, your money, your income, access to the things that you might want. You might even have to now do research. Alright, I found out that I am diabetic, so what it is that I have to eat. So I'll have to research, and not just research from the medical standpoint, but from literally healthy eating. Alright, the healthy eating standpoint, because a lot of us, is that welcome precious Kaju, welcome Jayan, wouldn't be able to stay for two. That is okay, it will be up for you to peep in. Welcome. Yes. So you create a plan that, you know, might suit the lifestyle you want to choose, you know. But what will happen is, after you create a plan and you implement the plan, then you have to review to see if the plan is working for you. Right? So I probably could give some actual examples now that I've created the map. The map is to renew your mind, reflect upon your actions, vow to change those actions, but create a plan that will help to change those actions, implement the plan, and then reflect on if the plan is working or not. Right? So when it comes to wellness and being healthy, we each have different goals. Right? So your goal might be, well, our goals might be a general goal to be healthy. We just want to be healthy. We don't want anything wrong with us, but we just want to be healthy. But sometimes it's good to as we talk about goal setting in the past, to literally set a goal that's measurable, right? Or that is more definitive, meaning this is exactly what I want and I'm going to work towards it. So a goal could be, for example, you want to lose weight, right? So you could probably say you want an image in your mind. So maybe you were a certain size before and you want to be a certain size now. You might want to gain weight. That might be a goal. Your goal might be you want to look a specific way regardless of weight, because we know we could always look smaller and be heavier because it's muscle mass and all that science and whatnot. So whatever your goal is, that could be weight oriented. Your goal could also be to to eat healthier. Some people might be like, you know what, I want to, like, my long-term goal is to be plant-based, 100% plant-based. I am not 100% plant-based. I still eat fish on occasion, and I still eat cheese, and I guess any food that is cooked at home here minus the meat, right? So in becoming 100% plant-based, what the little things that I'm doing to get closer there is trying out recipes and stuff that would get me to that point, you know, being able to substitution basically until everything is substituted out. So that would be the plan. All right, this is the goal. How can I get there? And then some people more radical, like for example, one of my goals in the past, well, while I was in in Trinidad, I was like, you know what, I want to stop eating meat. Just so, point blank period, I want to stop eating meat. So I just stopped eating meat, like didn't eat meat, and it was in Trinidad, so I was hardly getting fish. I was living 5 Rivers, nowhere near to the beach, so I wasn't buying any fish from around there at all. You know, I just went, it's cold turkey, is the terminology, cold turkey. I want to ask you a question. Tonight's question is for you to participate. Feel free to have your fingers type in. I'm not sure if the 3 persons who are still watching me right now would have heard me invite you guys to invite at least 2 people to come into the conversation. So it's a conversation basically. My question is, what would take you a step further in your wellness journey? What little thing would take you a step further in your wellness journey? And that question pertains to any step that I would have mentioned. You know, I step like the mind map I did with the renewing your mind. Is it a mindset thing? Is it a reflecting upon where you're actually at thing? Is it a putting the plan together thing? Is it that you're in the your higher plan and everything, but you just can't stick to the plan? Or is it that everything would have happened, but you didn't work out the plan? You didn't go back on the plan, as in you didn't review because you realize that plan ain't working for you, but you ain't go back on it yet. Or anything else basically in answering the question as to what would get you a step further in your wellness journey. You feel free to let me know what you think. But in the arena of goal setting, if you feel free to let me know, in the arena of goal setting, after you would have done your research and that kind of thing, one of the things, well, let me go back to the beginning of the process. Renewing your mind. Hi and welcome, beautiful soul, always. I'm talking about wellness tonight, going back to the renew your mindset. Now, I would say that there is a specific mindset that you need to have in order to reach your wellness goals. You can't be someone who handling it don't really, it's not important to you. Like if you're sick, wherever you're gonna take a Panadol, or you eat whatever happen, you don't mind surviving on a little spaghetti and corned beef, it doesn't really matter to you. Then, well, what I'm trying to say is you had to first be willing to have the mindset you need in order to actually live a healthy lifestyle. It has to be a mindset where you know that this is how your life is and this is where you want it to be. You know what it is that is not working for you, and part of that is also doing research and that kind of thing. What I think helps with the mindset is, well, I think this is a little deep, and you know how we would have gone to preschool, primary school, high school, watched movies, been taught about food pyramid, been basically indoctrinated to believe a specific theory of health, so that when we're sick, the first thing we're thinking about is hospital, medication, rather than, ooh, maybe I should drink this tea, or maybe I should do something like eat healthier, maybe I should, you know, have the windows open while I'm sick so I could breathe fresh air. Nothing having to do with the like health. What do you call it? Oh gosh, I want to talk to you all about that soon. New Start. You ever heard about New Start? Basically, the wellness law, the laws of health. Basically, you're not thinking about that first. Your mind goes to hospital doctor help, because that's just that's just what we knew, right? So maybe that mindset needs to be changed. That's probably part of the mindset that needs to be changed. One thing that I think would help with changing your mindset, okay, well, those are the things that we know, that we are accustomed to. Knowing that a Panadol could help us with our sinus. For example, what helps me with my sinus one time is NyQuil or Dayquil one time. But then the core problem is inflammation caused by the cheese that I am eating. Alright, so it really lies in actual health, like literally actual health. So maybe the renewing of your mind is changing the thinking that medication is always the answer rather than food, whatever you put in your body. Another thing is, just as how we would have been taught to think that way, whether it's by watching the television, where we live, what they eat, cooking at home, we bombarded basically with the information that this is the lifestyle, this normal, like having a plate with 5 flour dumpling covered with stew chicken, and that is food, that is good, we healthy, that tastes real good, yeah, we feeling that fuel we, and we good. That is what we was taught, that is what we know, like that is what we actually know, But then, is that actually healthy long term for us? Welcome to the Rebirth Lab. Yeah. So we have to actually analyze our thinking and make a decision to change our thinking, because it really starts in your mind first. So one of the things that helps me is to actually have that mindset and keep focused on that mindset, is to ensure that everything around me, as far as I can control, screams at me health and wellness. Be healthy, eat healthy. That still doesn't mean that my actions would follow, but little by little. And what you feed your mind with, I just always use this Rashwati I quote, what you feed your mind with forms the characteristics. I always using that Rashwati I quote because there's so much truth in it. What you feed your mind with. So for example, I might create the nice picture, I love design. I might design a picture for my background in my phone, my screensaver, my WhatsApp picture, to scream something that tells me about health and whatever my goal might be. Then I might follow people on Instagram that actually helps me to reach my goal, whether it's fitness people who make smoothies all the time, people who into health and wellness basically. And then I would have podcasts, YouTubers, books, everything you can think about to fill up my time. I literally have, there's you could have more than one access to YouTube, more than one Google account. One of my Google account, when I go on that Google account, right now that is the Google account I'm using throughout this period. Well, besides of course uploading to Cupcake Delect YouTube channel. That Google account is what I use on Instagram, and because of the type of, on YouTube, sorry. Because of the type of content I'm always looking at, everything would be health and wellness, right? So you're basically bombarded. While you're doing work, you're playing something in the background that teaches you something. So in other words, it should be about a re-education of yourself, basically, if you're really and truly interested in changing your mindset. Re-education, learning about herbs, learning about recipes, learning about the best drinks, or learning about what in nature to use for what specific ailments you might have. This is just my recommendation. Actually getting it from good sources. I know the good sources is probably some of you might be like, yeah, I don't really know. People on the keto diet, people on this diet and that diet. Should I even? I hear about this kombucha thing. I hear about this. Should I even? And then they watch it everything like. But there's something I had to boast about. No, the faith that I belong to, eating healthy, being healthy is like the prerogative, and people who studied health and is nutritionists and that kind of stuff, their information is readily right there. And then I could do further research on it. So if you all want like videos and stuff to help you in your journey, you could always DM me and I will send you links and stuff. So the information is endless. Yeah, and we could always have a conversation going. So part of getting to the right mindset is having forums like this to help you to, think how to keep on the track, basically. Keep on the track. So I feel like everything starts with a renewed mind. Everything starts with a renewed mind. You want to do something new, ensure that your mindset is where it needs to be in order to get things done. Right? And then you put a plan together. Now, the putting of the plan is really hard. Today I posted on tell me who inside. Today I posted on my stories, hi, welcome, just chit-chatting about wellness as a lifestyle choice. I'm basically going through the mind map. We're going through the mind map that I created, that I use for almost every topic, tackling almost every topic. Renewing your mind, reflecting upon your life, creating a plan, putting your plan into action, reviewing your plan continuously. Right? So thinking about we talk about renewing the renewing our mind. A question tonight is, what would take you a step further on your wellness journey? What would take you a step further? And in terms of course, the steps that I would have talked about. Is it that your mind is not where it's supposed to be? Is it that you haven't actually created a plan? There is no plan for you to stick to, so that means you wouldn't really accomplish much because you don't have a plan, you don't have a set goal. You just get up every 2 days, maybe exercise, maybe not, do whatever. And if you're like me and your problem mightn't be that you're weighty, you might think, I don't really need to put in much work, which is wrong. You had the rebirth lab would tell you had to have a look in mind too. You just can't be going wrong silly. I mean, she mightn't tell you that, but just say it's not only about, like, somebody who's in fitness would not only stress on your weight, right? But you can't use it as an excuse to just be sloppy, right? To just do whatever. So what would take you a step further in your wellness journey? Is it putting a plan together? Is it maybe you have a plan? Is it implementing the plan? Is it that you really don't think you need to change anything and you're really on that part of your wellness journey? Let me know if it's that, because listen, I need to chit chat with people who are an authority on their own life in terms of their wellness journey, because we all seeking for better health, especially me right now. Especially in this time, a lot of people, I'm sure, home wondering how they could build the immune system and all that kind of thing, right? So we spoke up heavily on renewing the mind, and the next thing that comes to mind now is actually trying to implement a plan on some of the things. Hello and welcome and thanks for passing in, Mr. G's, or if it was it G's. Yeah, tonight we're talking about wellness as a lifestyle choice. And I reached the point where I'm talking now, or reflecting on the fact that implementing your plan sometimes does be wonky. And I was about to say earlier before Miss Tony came in, that I posted a picture, a little video on my Instagram. A lady was going around, in quarantine, people still trying to make some money. A lady was going around selling stuff from her kitchen garden, right? And she had some kale. I decided, mommy called me because mommy know I just blend up kale and stuff for my smoothies and that kind of things. Mommy called me and she said, well, look at a lady out here selling kale, Tiffany kale. I was like, yeah, my kale had just finished. The same day I had finished blending some kale. So the woman was like, $15. I took up my $15 ready to, I ain't see the thing yet, I took up my $15. Now, I don't know how much kale is supposed to cost. You all could tell me if maybe it was correct, but it was literally 5 leaves for $15. But then I remember, is water coming back? Yes. But I remember buying kale, and it didn't seem as though, and it was bigger. Well, hers is of course maybe all natural, whatnot, from local. I remember buying kale, and it wasn't so small for so much money. $15 for 5 leaves. So I'm thinking, in implementing your plan now, sometimes one of the things, not even sometimes, maybe one of the most important things is being able to fund whatever journey you're on, right? And a lot of people approach health and wellness as so masterfully expensive, mind-blowingly expensive, that they just rather sit down and eat ramen every day because they don't have to really worry about the price of ramen, you know. And I know, of course, to counteract that, you almost always hear that it is more expensive to be sick. Y'all, oh, I plug out here. I'm gonna take you out of, let me close this pipe. Yes. Oh, who is in? Tell me who is in. Somebody talk to me. Talk to me. Send me a little growth leaf if you're on your wellness journey, or if you like to be on your wellness journey. Yes, as I was saying, right now I'm in the implementation of the plan process, you know, and always redefining what the plan is for me in terms of being healthy and well. And one of my concerns was always having enough money, you know, to fund my health because I want to be able to buy hemp seeds, chai seeds, all the seeds and nuts possible to make awesome cereals and stuff. I wish it had Trader Joe's, although I've never ever been to a Trader Joe's. It just sounds like it have all the healthy stuff selling, but I don't know about now because you know how America is right now. But yeah, I just wish to be able to access these things. But first of all, a pack of hemp seeds is probably $50 something. So when you want to buy these things that might be pricey, 2 packs of it over $100, you know. And so that might be a worry and a fear, but I think that you could start slow. In other words, there are healthy options that are inexpensive. You could try even kitchen garden, you know. My mommy have a kitchen garden, and so I just saw seedlings and stuff for her. I don't really do the work in the garden, but I all positive about the garden. We got tomatoes, we got peppers, sweet peppers, flavor peppers. I think we even got hot peppers at one time. Yeah, and then okra and that kind of thing. So if part of your thinking is this is too expensive and you have a little piece of land, you can, and you might encourage whomever around you to do something with it. And some people, I saw a friend of mine's have like Blue Waters bottle cut in half with lettuce and stuff growing, you know. So if it is that we really want to be healthy and wealthy in that sense, probably had to put more than just wishful thinking in it. Like, oh well, I want to be healthy. Okay, well, yeah, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I remember Jan would have mentioned to me the ideology of dieting, and that's one of the mindset changes that I might always refer to from time to time on these Wellness Wednesday lives, right? I will refer to it all the time because I believe the word diet, so wellness you're talking about is food intake, right? right, this when I started, I defined wellness, right? So it's health. Well, let me define wellness again. Wellness is the state of being in good health, especially as an actively pursued goal. So it could be good health, whether it's health in terms of what you eat, when you intake, or fitness. Basically, the laws of health. And at another live, I will talk about the laws of health, which is the acronym New Start. Or I could probably deal with one each live, because you could talk at length. Being in good health, and being in good health also includes mind, body, and soul, right? Because what you eat is a all-around thing over here, right? An all-around thing, Miss Tony. Because what you eat, and I'm talking about health and wellness in general tonight, but we could go into detail, because basically what you eat can actually help you or deter you from being able to worship as you're supposed to, right? Yes, you got it right. So the basic definition of wellness again is the state of being in good health, especially as an actively pursued goal. So the wellness could be mind, body, and soul. So at the beginning I told you about the map that I take you through. It could be just about any aspect of your health. Renewing your mind, your thinking. Is it that you're thinking negatively about the change that you should make, whether it's a spiritual change, physical change, health, medical type change? Then reflecting on how your mindset lines up with your actual life and what you're doing, basically your actions, right? And then creating a plan, implementing the plan, reflecting upon the plan, and rechanging, continuously reviewing, and as more information and education comes in. And that is basically just about everything when it pertains to health and wellness. And I was just taking you through like some of the issues or the things that you might want to think about when it comes to renewing your mind, or implementing your plan, or even being able to review when things not working, right? Where was I at? I remember putting a plan into action. Yeah, I remember talking about the fact that we might let money deter us from pursuing good health, and then Miss Tony even brought up the well, in my mind, the spiritual wellness side of it. So I could probably even touch on that as well, but I'd like to take you on the New Start journey as time comes. What I want to do is, like, when it is for wellness, when I get into the kitchen or doing something that you could physically see, regardless, other than just talking, we could also have a discussion on something, maybe while I'm cooking, or or making something, because this is what I say, and it's for the long haul as far as possible. Once I'm alive, I'll be here sharing, and you all could hold me accountable to that. I've always been sharing on health and wellness, and sporadically since like 2012. Yeah, since the era of maybe even before that, because I think my era would have come into being when Facebook started, but I started my YouTube channel in 2012. So from 2008 come forward. Yeah, and it's something that I'm passionate about, in that is a personal journey, and I just feel like sharing inspiration, right? Not that I am some sort of authority on it, but I know we all on our personal journeys, and sometimes we might want a platform or a way to just chit chat about something, and we might even, because we've been on this earth for so long, we might even have some sort of information to share that somebody else wasn't privy to, right? And part of me sharing is holding myself accountable to some of the things that I have planned, right? So that's a good thing about sharing. If you say you're gonna do this, then there is somebody, even if it's just one person, that will be like, so today you was supposed to, how come I didn't see it? if they truly appreciate and honor what you have going on. And that is probably important when you're on your journey, your wellness journey as well. It's a constant, ever changing thing, ever your wellness journey don't ever have like an end, really, to me. I think you're constantly growing, but it's important to have people to be held accountable, to hold you accountable to whatever your plan is. So sometimes we create plans to be healthy and well, but we keep it to ourselves so nobody ain't gonna know. We're like, you know what, today I decided, well, for this week I decided I'm not eating any cheese, but you ain't tell nobody, so the whole house and really know that you're not eating cheese this week. But you know, if people in the house know you're not eating cheese, they will be like, hey, no cheese in that sandwich, right? Or they'll be like, if it's somebody else cooking, they'll be like, all right, I wouldn't cook a pie today, I will do some provision instead, you know. So in other words, if you're out there sharing some of your goals, you might have support, and you might have people who, you know, would hold you accountable, even though you might feel like, oh my gosh, this person irritated. Because literally, I know it has some of y'all that might be in households where if you have a goal, they would legitimately, like some people might have mischievous brothers and sisters, hold it in your face, the slice of cake, and be like, you're not eating this. Oh, I now remember what I had in mind. Jean would have shared with me the mindset of, well, the two words that I think everybody should just get rid of totally, because we use I probably should have screenshot and find those two words so I could have shown you tonight. One of the words is dieting and the next word is cheating. You know, those two words that people always tend to use when they have some sort of short-term goal in mind, right? If you Google the word dieting, I think the first meaning of the word dieting is basically what someone eats. The other meanings that we have for it, I think, came way later. You know, those meanings that we have for it came way later when it comes to something that is limited to a specific period and plan, and for maybe a specific goal. Although some of you might say, well, nothing is wrong with having short-term goals. You want to reach this number by then. What I am saying is, I think lifestyle should always be the focus. This is the lifestyle. Your goal should be one that is lifestyle oriented. So you want to get healthy, you shouldn't implement something that you have to that would be so crazy, I should say, that you will have to stop it within 2 weeks because it's just not reasonable. You know, like, okay, every day you'll be drinking apple cider vinegar with a little honey, and well, for the entire day, that is all you're drinking. And I'm not saying that to say that you can't do things like, I know some people in terms of like detox, you do a detox, that's part of your, every month you do 1 week detox and that kind of thing. Yeah, that could be something, but I'm talking about the dieting mindset where you're thinking, all right, let me start this diet, let me start this diet, let me start this diet, let me start this diet. Some people would have started and stopped diets many times in their life, you know, and then go straight back to eating whatever, you know, eating the refined processed food, right? So the word dieting, I think we should use it like the original word that it was meant to be. Whatever you eating is your diet. Whatever I eating is my diet, like on an everyday basis, you know. And then the next word, cheat. So your cheat would be because you're having a specific diet that you hold to, and cheating would be something against it. But I don't like the word cheat though in that term, you know, in that terminology. Yeah, I just don't like the word cheat. I remember explaining it to her in a more eloquent way, but I don't like the word cheat. It could be that that's just part of what you're eating on a Sunday night. Every Sunday night you eat this thing. Why it had to be cheat? It makes you feel as though the word kind of attaches some sort of guilt to it, although some of you are not really guilty. But you understand the mindset I'm talking about, right? That is a temporary mindset rather than a long term. Alright, so regardless of what the words are used for and how they fit in your life, the whole mindset is you want to adopt something that works for you on a daily basis, that wouldn't stress you out, that wouldn't have you feeling guilty, whatever works for you but also is healthy. And I know that might be different for everybody. So along this journey, I basically will be sharing the craziness I do over here, and some of the resources as well. I'll be sure to screenshot maybe some series that I might be watching that is awesome and would help you on your journey. And feel free feel free to share the things that you're learning and you're doing to keep you on track. And part of the keeping on track as well is the challenges. I know I'm not posting my everyday update, and it's because I have so much doing. Imagine you're working from home, you have so much doing, but I am keeping to the jump squat challenge. Today is day 7 of the jump squat challenge. It ends on the 30th, so tomorrow for sure I will give you all an update as to how that is going. And what I want to do as well is have as many challenges back to back as possible so that we could keep on that health wellness journey. And of course, the self-love Sundays would deal a little deeper on the spirituality side of things, although everything that I share would link towards each other. Everything would link and would make sense as a whole. All right, feel free to DM me stuff they want us to talk about. Feel free to let me know if you keep mixing up those words. I don't know what it is. Feel free to share with me whatever you may have going on, and you just wanted to share what somebody to talk about maybe it's plant-based, or maybe it's your wellness journey in any kind of way. Let's chat about it. And if one of the Wellness Wednesday lives you want to come on and chat as well, say your journey, that would be cool. One thing, I don't know if Miss Tony is still watching. One thing I know would be cool, because I don't know if I could remember, but you probably don't know, but I remember Jazz posted a photo of Miss Tony doing a financial guidance at one of her workshops or something like that, and my background is accounting and stuff, and I know a lot of us always wonder about budgeting so that health and wellness and that kind of thing could be an integral part of it. When you know somebody looking and seeing and observing. So on that point that I just made, we all have lights to shine in whatever capacity it is, and even though we may not be trying to influence anybody in any kind of way, hi and welcome. Even though we may not be trying to influence anybody in any kind of way, regardless of what it is, we are influential in some sort of way, regardless of if we don't want to influence nobody at all, we are influential. I just felt like saying that. I see Miss Tony smile. Yes, so I was able to talk for nearly an hour about wellness in general. I just do a recap, and I really do hope, well, what I'm trying to do, if Instagram will let me be, I would try to save all the lives and over on my YouTube channel, and it kind of would help me to remember what I would have discussed, not to be redundant too much, and also would provide a place where you can always go back and watch in your free time, especially when we're doing more hands-on stuff, and when some of you all are coming in for us to have deep discussions on wellness topics. And wellness topics could cover just about anything having to do with living a healthy lifestyle, because it could be mind, body, soul, spirit, emotional, social, all of that it could also encompass. Right, so tonight, to recap, tonight we basically talked about wellness as a lifestyle choice, making it a lifestyle rather than a temporary thing. And I would have first defined what wellness is, to just give you a scope as to what it is really referring to, which again is the state of being in good health, especially as an actively pursued goal. So that's what we're doing here. We're actively trying to pursue good health good health all around, right? And I also took you on what I like to call my mind map for just about any topic. First, renewing your mind, reflecting on your life in terms of your actions, seeing if they line up with what you think, reflecting upon what you're thinking, then renewing to the thinking that you want to actually have, reflecting on your actions to see if they're in line with what it is that you want for your life in terms of what you're thinking, and then create a plan, put the plan into action, review the plan continuously, and so we grow, we become healthier, we become more knowledgeable, we able to share. And I would have also talked specifically about each part of the journey in terms of the map that I would have just mentioned, right? And I am here to share, and you feel free to share with me as well, as we embark upon this journey together to become more healthy. I focused mainly on the mindset because that's where we had to start from first, coming away from the mindset that the first thing we think about when it comes to health is hospital and doctor, and not kitchen, fridge, stove, thinking that food is fuel, thinking that it is important to focus on your health, because especially if you want to achieve greatness, and live a long life for those around you as well. It's part of what I like to say for Self-Love Sunday, that self-love is not selfish, because the more you focus on you in the correct way, is the more you'll be able to help those around you and love them more. Same thing with wellness. When you focus on your health, and even those around you, but when you focus positively on your health, you're able to actually even inspire others to become healthy as well. And it's sort of like a domino effect. So it's not only about you, even though you might think it's just about you. Facts. Oh gosh. Yes, Miss Tony. So I really enjoyed tonight's live, even though I was just talking non-stop. What I would do going forward is post the live question for the live during the day, like early. And if we have any responses, I will talk about the responses, and you all could come in as well. I usually have a busy Wednesday. But anyway, I really am thankful for you watching it at tonight's live. Beloved is the scripture. I wish above all good things that your soul prosper and be in good. Why that text wasn't coming to me before so fluently? Beloved, I wish above all. I see it going again. That you see it is go. I should have finished it. It went. Where's the text? Beloved, I wish above all things that your soul be in good health. No, that you prosper and be in good health. Something like that. But you all know what I'm talking about. I'll go post it after. But yes, I really wish good health for you. Yeah. That's about it, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's Wellness Wednesday live. See you on Sunday for Self-Love Sunday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You're still watching me? You're so awesome. Thank you so much. And good night. Bye-bye, Miss Tony. Bye-bye to everybody else that came in. Thank you. Bye-bye.